a massive warthog bursts from the reeds. It crashes through a muddy wallow with all its strength. Thick mud explodes into the air. The giant lowers one shoulder, then the other, rolling violently across the slippery ground. For a moment, it almost looks desperate. It rushes out of the mud, across dry sand, then throws itself onto the ground again. Dust mixes with wet clay. Its ears flick over and over. The skin along its neck ripples. Its head shakes violently from side to side. Nothing seems to stop the irritation. Only when the camera moves closer does the real problem appear. Behind both ears, beneath the lower jaw, along the thick folds of the neck, around the belly, and near the base of the tail, large hard ticks remain firmly attached. Their compact gray-brown bodies lie pressed tightly against the skin. Their tiny mouth parts disappear beneath the surface. Days of feeding have swollen some of them until they resemble small leathery beans glued to the warthog's body. Flies gather around the irritated skin. Some patches have become red from constant rubbing. Yet almost every parasite remains exactly where it was. The warthog shakes again. It scrapes one side of its face against the ground. It rubs against a rough tree trunk. It rolls through another patch of mud. Loose dirt falls away. The ticks do not. The deepest folds are places the animal simply cannot reach. The mud cools the skin, but it cannot pull out a parasite buried beneath it. Eventually, the giant grows tired. Its breathing slows. The warthog walks toward a shallow water hole. Instead of rolling again, it simply lies beside the muddy bank. The irritation has not disappeared, but exhaustion is stronger. Not far away, something has been watching. A red-billed oxpecker waits quietly on a low branch. The bird has ignored the running, ignored the mud, ignored the dust. It has been watching the parasites. Only after the warthog becomes still does the bird move. It glides silently to the ground. One cautious hop, then another. The giant barely reacts. Slowly, the oxpecker climbs onto the warthog's shoulder. It does not peck immediately. Instead, it studies every wrinkle, every damp fold, every shadow beneath the coarse hair. Then it stops. Hidden behind the ear, a large hard tick has been feeding undisturbed for days. The bird tilts its head. Its beak closes around the parasite. One pull. Nothing happens. The tick refuses to move. The oxpecker releases it, shifts its feet, changes the angle, then grips it again. This time the bird leans backward with its entire body. The skin stretches slightly. Still, the parasite holds. For such a tiny creature, its grip is astonishing. The bird refuses to give up. Another steady pull. The embedded mouthparts finally loosen. Suddenly, the entire tick breaks free. Without hesitation, the oxpecker swallows its meal. Only a few centimeters away, another parasite waits beneath a deeper fold. Then another. Some are small. Others are swollen after days of feeding. Not every tick comes free easily. Some require several careful attempts. Occasionally, the warthog flicks an ear. The bird jumps back, waits, then quietly returns. Little by little, the number of parasites begins to fall. The bird works across the neck, along the jaw, behind the ears, near the shoulder. Wherever one exposed hard tick can be reached, the oxpecker searches. To the bird, this is simply food. To the warthog, it may be one less source of constant irritation. But nature is rarely as simple as cooperation. The bird is not trying to clean the mammal. It is feeding because an opportunity has appeared. The warthog is not inviting the visitor closer. It simply cannot remove every parasite by itself. One animal finds a meal. The other gains a little relief. Neither understands the other. As the afternoon light begins to soften, the warthog slowly rises. Mud slides from its heavy body. A few hard ticks still remain hidden inside folds too deep for any beak to reach. The oxpecker watches the giant walk away. Then it lifts back into the warm African air. The feeding opportunity has ended. Tomorrow, another animal may carry another meal. Nature rarely removes every problem. Sometimes, it removes just enough for another day of survival.